Bullet Club for life.
Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. I am the magnificent Lord Drakon 1994 and as your messiah of pro wrestling, I am here to talk about wrestling. You guessed it. Today I will give you my honest opinion regarding Blood and Guts, the last event, the special event of AEW's special event that took place Wednesday, May the 5th. However, I will not do a move-by-move analysis of the event simply because I don't care about that. What I care is telling you if the matches were good or not and why. If the storyline progressed well or not. If, not if, but what happened during the show, I made a mistake, and if I enjoyed it. All of this will be briefly because I'm not gonna be going in depth about everything. So, there is nothing more to say. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so that you get notification. You are informed when I will upload videos. Follow me on Instagram and on my Twitch channel where I am live 3 days per week. And I will put the links in the description below. Now, without further ado, let's start. The show started with the match between the team of Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa versus the team of John Markley and Eddie Kinston. This first match lasted only 8 minutes. It was short, fun, however, it wasn't a good wrestling match at all because it had only one purpose and served this purpose very well, progressing the storyline between the Elite, Kenny Omega, the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the Young Bucks, Don Callis, and John Moxley and Eddie Kinston. So this match was won by Moxley and Kinston after Kenny Omega left the ring, leaving Michael Nakazawa alone. However, after the match, the Good Brothers and the Young Bucks attacked Moxley and Kinston, progressing the storyline. So this match as itself was a 2-star match, but the storyline was a 5-star process. The second match of the night, regarding this match there's nothing else to say, of course, so we can move to the second match. The second match of the night was, Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall. This match was good. I didn't expect it to be this good. I didn't expect to enjoy this match as much as I enjoyed it, actually. Unfortunately, after Cody Rhodes defeated QT Marshall, the aftermath wasn't that good. Well, actually, I didn't like it that much because I don't like how Anthony Ogogo is booked, since he's green, very green in the ring, and they basically let him KO Cody Rhodes with only a punch. And I didn't like this aftermath, actually. Nonetheless, this obviously served as a way to continue this feud between the Nightmare family and the Nightmare Factory. After this, the show continued with a squash match, 1 minute match, between Britt Baker and Julia Hart. And there's no need for me to say and to tell you actually that this match was booked only to establish even more Britt Baker as a number 1 contender for Hikaru's Shida AEW Women's Championship. That of course Britt Baker will win at Blood and at Blood and Guts, at Double or Nothing. I was saying Blood and Guts because I'm talking about Blood and Guts, but I wanted to say Double or Nothing, the next pay-per-view on May 31st. So this was basically a squash match, done only with this purpose. After this, before the last 2 matches of the event, we had a segment in which Darby Allin was attacked actually by Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. And they threw him down the stairs, and this of course is connected to what happened before the main event. And I'm gonna talk about that later. All this left probably Darby Allin injured. The moment this segment ended, we got a fatal 4-way match, or a 4-way match, to determine the number 1 contender to the number 1 contenders actually to the for the AEW Tag Team Championships, in a short and fun match involving 4 teams actually: SCU, Jurassic Express, Varsity Blondes, and The Acclaimed. And this match was won by SCU, and Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian will face next week the Young Bucks on a Dynamite. They will face each other in a match for the AEW Tag Team Championships. After all this, we had a segment with Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa, showing all the belts Kenny Omega has, and talking about the number 1 contender for the AEW World Championship. And it was announced at the end of this segment that next week, on Wednesday, we will have Pac versus Orange Cassidy, and the winner will face Kenny Omega at Double or Nothing. And right before the main event, we had a promo with Miro, actually telling all of us that next week he has a match booked against Darby Allin for the TNT Championship. But this is tying, of course, to what happened before, and we don't know if Darby will appear on the show next week because he is injured, and probably he won't be there next week. So this is really interesting. And of course, next week we will have also Yuji Nagata versus Jon Moxley for the IWGP United States Championship. That match will be a fucking banger. So after all this, we had the main event of the show, the Blood and Guts match. And well, I forgot about this. We had also an announcement before the main event. Cody next week will announce something regarding Double or Nothing. And now let's talk about the main event briefly. I will tell you briefly my opinion. The main event was controversial because there are people who hated it and people who loved it. The people who hated it hate this match because of the aftermath and the camera shot of Jericho falling down the cage on the cushions. I personally didn't care about that, and I loved the match so much because it was perfectly booked. It was a 33 minutes match, a War Games match, booked perfectly because it was a mix of old school psychology wrestling and uh, contemporary current pro wrestling. It was a perfect culmination of a long storyline, ending with the right decision and the right winners. The Pinnacle. Because, of course, this match was between the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle. And this match was a 5-star match. And his aftermath was excellent as well, because the aftermath allows Jericho to take time off TV and do his things with Fozzy. And of course, it also propels the Pinnacle and MJF to the top of the mountain in AEW. In conclusion, the event was a success, not only due to the matches and the storylines that progressed, but also because of the fans in attendance, almost 50% capacity of the venue. And it was announced that by Tony Khan that Double or Nothing, yeah. I can't seem to remember the name Double or Nothing, but it was announced that Double or Nothing will be at full capacity. These, of course, are great steps to get back to normality, and I love this. So, I have nothing else to say about Blood and Guts. I will tell you this: hit the like button and give me your opinion in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video. I don't know exactly how to salute you, because usually I salute everybody by saying read Jojo, but since this is a pro wrestling related video, I think I'm gonna salute you like this, saying remember, too sweet, brothers.